And welcome back to round 3 of gameplay. This is just an introduction to the terms non-zero sum and zero sum gameplay. So if you are already familiar with these, this one's a safe one to skip. It'll be pretty quick. Basically, I want to make sure that you understand and are aware of these terms. So zero sum gameplay is kind of gameplay where players have opposed interests. It's a competition. In zero sum gameplay, you have one player and only one player that can win, and kind of that's the big difference between the two, right? Zero sum is that only a single player can win, and non-zero sum is not necessarily that same case. Non-zero sum gameplay, on the other hand, is gameplay where players don't have directly opposed interests. And so, for example, this could be teams of players working together to compete against individual NPCs or a team of NPCs. And non-zero sum, like zero sum, is very simple to nail down, right? It's, one idea versus another idea or player, and one of those will always win. In non-zero sum gameplay, it's a little bit more malleable what that play space actually looks like. Players can cooperate and they can compete with each other all at the same time. And in the case of non-zero sum, yes, one player can be the winner, but there's also a condition where all players may lose. And so I break this down visually. It's a lot easier to see if we put these into like Venn diagrams, right? So let's think about zero sum games. If you and I are playing a game, a zero sum game, I would have kind of my own interests, and if I achieve those goals, I win. You would have your interests, you achieve those goals, you win. And in this space, we're opponents. Like, there's no overlap between what I want as a player and what you want as a player. So if I win, you lose, and if you win, I lose. Again, this one is pretty simple to break down. Two clearly opposed interests, one winner, one loser. In the case of non-zero sum, there can be this space where there's an overlap. Again, if you and I are playing this type of game, we both we might have an overlap in kind of what we want or what our objectives are. And so there's an opportunity for us to win together, or there's an opportunity for us to lose together. So that's kind of the big difference between these two types of games. I don't know that a lot needs to be added here, and this is something that you might already be familiar with these terms from basic intro to game design. So without dragging this video on too long, I will say thank you, and I will see you in class and or in the next video.